Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can do image segmentation using MediaPipe in native Android application. So let's get started. So there are different types of image segmentation which you can do. So if you see over, there is deep lab, hair segmentation, selfie multiclass, selfie segmenter, and selfie segmenter landscape. So we'll be looking at the first four. The last one is similar to the second last one. So first I'll show you which one, the model selfie segmenter. So I'll just give the camera permission over here, and okay, the lighting in my room is pretty bad. Let me just improve the lighting. Okay, so hopefully this should be okay. So sometimes what I have noticed is that for the very first time the performance of MediaPipe is really bad. So what I'll do is I don't know whether I'm doing something wrong or if there is something wrong with MediaPipe. So I'll just reopen the application. Okay, let me just okay, if I unplug my device I won't be able to show you guys the output. I don't know, sometimes the output is really bad. Sometimes it's here, you can see it is able to detect like sometimes the output is good, sometimes the output is bad. Sorry about this. So here you can see it is still trying to figure out. Okay, so here you can see it finally has caught up. So if I just move a little bit, it does take a bit of time. I don't know why, or whether it's issue with my device because it is a cheap Android device, but hopefully you got the point. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's the problem. Anyways, so this was the selfie segmentation. What I have noticed is that if I unplug the device, then this image segmentation is even better, but I can't unplug, otherwise I won't be able to show you guys the output. So second, so I have already shown you this. Then I'll just show you the deep lab one. I think this analyzes the whole body. So let's just wait for this. So I'll tell you later on from where you can download the models as well. So here you can see this is the deep lab. So I mean the output is same, but I have noticed a little bit of, so here you can see the little bit of yellow color. If it finds something different on your body, then it paints it with a different color. So hopefully so here you can see deep lab one is pretty good. I mean it's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. If I try to move my face as well, it tries to overlap almost perfectly. So this is one for deep lab, and the next one is for hair segmentation. So let me just show you that as well. So I've shown you hair segmentation, I have shown you deep lab, I have showed you selfie segmenter, and the last one would be selfie multiclass, right? So let me just show you first hair segmenter. Okay, so here you can see it has able to detect my hair. So here you can see now MediaPipe is working fine. So if I run the first model which I ran, now I think it will give me better performance, but sometimes it does give bad performance as well. So I don't know what's the reason for that. And last one is selfie multiclass. So I'll just quickly run this. Okay, so here you can see it is giving me a different color for hair, for my face, for my throat, for my shirt, and for my hand as well. So hopefully you got this. So I'll just move my face as well. So yeah, it's I mean my device is little bit cheap as well, that's why it is not 100% perfect. Anyways, and also my device does not support GPU. I mean I am not sure if it supports GPU or not, but when I try to use GPU instead of CPU, the performance is even worse. That's why I'm not using it. Anyways, let's get started. So what you need to do first is you need to come to this particular documentation, and you need to download different models. So first one, this is the selfie segmenter as well as selfie landscape. So I have not shown you the landscape one, but if you want you can change the orientation of your device and check that. So download these two. Then you need to download the hair segmenter as well, and then you need to download selfie multiclass. So they have given where exactly that would be detected. And this is the deep lab v3 also I have downloaded. So if you want to check the benchmarks, you can check that benchmarks as well. Then all I have done is that I am using XML layout. I have created a native Android application using XML layout, but if you want, you can use Jetpack Compose as well. I would recommend using XML layout because some of the overlay view would be difficult to do it in Jetpack Compose. Like if you have good knowledge in Jetpack Compose, you should be able to do it, but I am not an expert, that's why. So first you need to go to build.gradle.kts, and here you need to add this media 3 task vision dependency. Now Android Studio gives us a wrong version, so if I right click here, you can see it tells me to change it to 2023. That is not the latest version. So if you want to see the latest version, you can just go to the GitHub repository over here, and here you will find the latest version. Okay, then you need to include camera core, camera 2, camera lifecycle, as well as camera view, and just click on the sync now button and it will download the dependencies for you. Then what I have done is that just you need to create this assets folder. So just right click new folder and click on assets folder and just click on finish, and then you need to drag and drop all the TensorFlow Lite models which you have downloaded. So make sure you don't create this folder manually, create it via Android Studio just like I have shown you. Once that is done, you need to go to android manifest.xml. here you need to add this uses feature of Android hardware camera, internet permission, camera permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then go to activity underscore main, and here you can display your preview view which is for our camera. Then make sure you add the scale type as well. I'm not sure if this scale type has any effect, but it was there in the documentation, that's why I've added. And this is the overlay view which we will be creating soon, but here make sure you write your own package name. Don't write my package name, otherwise things will not work for you. Here you can pass your ID, this is the width, this is the height, and here we constrain it to all sides of the screen. Then coming back to this overlay view.kt, you need to create this file first. Now I'm not an expert in this, so I have copied this code from the Android documentation. So I'll simply scroll through this. I'll try to explain whatever I can, but feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. So here is our bitmap, this is the running mode. Here we have this clear method as well, which I'm not really using. Here we are drawing on the bitmap, on our canvas, sorry, with the help of bitmaps. Here we are setting the running mode. Here are all the results, and here we set the color depending on what exactly it is. And here we create an image bitmap. Then here is our scale factor as well. Then here we set the scale width as well as scale height, and this is the scale bitmap, and then we invalidate, and then we just do in.toAlpha color, and then we do color.argb, passing the alpha color red, green and blue as well over here. Then you need to create this image segmenter helper.kt file. So again, these are all the imports which are present. Then here is we are setting the current delegate, running mode, model, context, as well as image segmenter listener. Here is our image segmenter. Here we call setup image segmenter, and here we have different methods like clearing, setting listener, clear listener, is closed, setup image segmenter as well, depending on the GPU or CPU option. Then here is our current model, where we set the model asset path as well. So here, depending on what model you are using, we use that particular model asset path. And here we use base option dot builder, image segmenter dot image segmenter option, set it the running mode, base option, output category mask, output confidence mask. I've kept it as false. If you want to keep it as true, you can do that as well, but there would be confusion between category and confidence mask according to me. Then if you do that, so if you make this as true, make sure you make this as false. Then here if it is live stream, then we set the listener for error as well as result. Then we create our options, we initialize our image segmenter. Here inside catch clause, we just call this on error as well as over here as well. Then here we just segment the live stream. So if it is not equal to live stream, then we get the frame time. Here is our bitmap buffer. Then we do image proxy dot use bitmap buffer dot copy pixels from buffer. Then here we create our matrix. We close our image proxy. Here we rotate our bitmap. Then we get MP image out of it, which we pass to our segment async. And here if you want, you can call this, I'm not really using this particular method. Okay, segment image file, and this is for segment video file. Again, we are not using that. Then here is our return segmentation result as well. Then here we call, this is for helping error. This is the data class, and here inside companion object I have defined all this variables which we have. Now here, in case if you have changed the model name inside the assets folder, make sure you change it over here as well, otherwise the model will not get downloaded, will not show up for you. Then here is our tag. Now this is the list of label colors. Even I'm not really sure what this is, so I've just copied it from the documentation, and here is our listener for on error as well as on results. Then finally you just need to go to main activity, and these are all the imports. So I'll just simply scroll through this imports. Feel free to pause the video and copy it. Then here we do image segmenter helper dot segment listener. Here is our delegate, here is the model, then this is the variable for image segment helper, this is the preview view, this is image analysis, camera, process camera provider, we get the face fronting, camera facing, then one for background executor as well. Then this is the camera preview view, this is the overlay view. Then here we this is just for checking whether we have the multiple permissions or not. So one we require one for camera permission and one for write external storage permission, and if we don't have the permission, then we just display a toast message, else we call setup camera. Then inside on create, we initialize our viewfinder, we initialize our overlay as well, then we initialize our background executor, then we do background executor dot execute, we initialize our image segmenter as well, and here you can see in running mode we pass live stream. Then we set the running mode for our overlay as well, and if all camera permissions are granted, then we call setup camera, else we call request permission. So this is the method for requesting permission, this is the method just to check whether all permissions are given or not. And here we have a companion object for required permission. So once we have camera permission, and if you are using Android version less than equal to P, it also requires the write external storage permission. Then inside on resume, we just do background executor dot execute, image segment helper dot is closed, then set the listener as well as set up image segmenter. And pause, we just clear the listener as well as clear image segmenter as well. Inside on destroy, we shut down our camera executor and call await termination and make it as null. Then inside setup camera, we get our camera provider future, we add a listener, then we initialize our camera provider, we call the bind camera use case. Then inside on configuration changed, we set the target rotation as well. Then inside bind camera use case, we initialize the aspect ratio strategy, then here is our resolution selector as well. Then here we initialize camera provider, then we initialize our camera selector, then we initialize the preview view. Then here we have the image analyzer where we set resolution selector, target rotation, back pressure strategy, output image format, and here we analyze the image. Then we unbind our camera provider, we bind it to the life cycle, and finally we set the surface provider as well. Then here inside segment method, we just do image segment helper dot segment live stream frame, and here we pass the image proxy, and here we check whether we have the front facing camera or not. Inside on error, we just log it to the console, and inside on results, whatever results we have, we pass it to the overlay, and we also invalidate it. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.